Hello and welcome back to the video tutorial series for the Findlay Phone Wallet. I'm Susanna from Hold It Right There Sewing Patterns. This sewing pattern is available for purchase on my website linked below. Join me in your pattern instructions on page 5, step 15. Locate card slot C and its interfacing. Wrong side together, fold the card slots in half, matching long edges and crease. Unfold and place wrong side up. Center the interfacing directly below the horizontal crease and fuse. The interfacing is smaller than the fabric to reduce bulk in the seam allowances, and this interface side will be the side showing when the wallet is open. Refold the card slots along the horizontal crease and top stitch 1/8 inch from the folded edge. Use pattern piece C or follow the illustration in step 16 to draw the stitching lines on the card slots with a fabric pen. With your stitching lines drawn on your card slots, you can set aside piece C for a moment and locate B2 panel front bottom. Make sure B2 is facing right side up. 3/4 of an inch from the top edge, mark the left and right side with a fabric pen. Fold in half, matching short sides. Mark the right side top center with a fabric pen where creased. Now place the folded edge of card pocket C on top of B2, 3/4 below the top straight edge where marked. Pin or clip in place. Baste the sides and bottom edge using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Using a smaller stitch length, sew along each of the 4 marked lines. Be sure to backstitch at the beginning and the end to reinforce. Trim the bottom corners of the card pocket even with the curved edges of B2. Locate your prepared flap. Place it so that you have the exterior side facing up. For magnetic snaps, that would be the side without anything on it. The heavy-duty snap side would have the caps showing. With your fabric pen, mark the top center edge on the exterior side of the flap. With the exterior of the flap facing up, match the center marking on the flap with the center marking on the panel front bottom B2. Pin or clip together along the top edge. Sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Next, locate panel front exterior top B1 and place right side up. Be sure that the edge with a double interfacing is at the top. 1.5 inches from the top edge, mark the left and right sides with your fabric pen. Fold in half, matching short sides. Mark the right side top center with your fabric pen where creased. Right sides together, pin or clip the bottom edge of B1. This is the edge without the double interfacing to the top edge of panel front bottom B2. And so you can see the flap is now sandwiched in between B1 and B2. Sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Press the flap toward the panel front exterior top B1. So you want all of those seam allowances pointing downward to the bottom of the wallet. You're now going to top stitch the panel front bottom B2 1/8 inch from the seam, and that will capture those seam allowances in the top stitching. Locate the slip pocket D fabric 1 piece, and we are going to mark the 2 snap insertion points. You will find the measurements on page 6, step 21, or you can use the paper pattern piece like I am, and I did hole punch through the paper pattern piece, and I'm going to use my fabric pen to mark the 2 points. This is the slip pocket piece that will show on the exterior of your wallet. If you are using heavy-duty snaps in your wallet, follow along in steps 22 through 25. If you are using magnetic snaps, skip ahead to step 26. You will need the following heavy-duty snap parts for the slip pocket: the anvil with the raised side facing up, studs, snap posts, and metal tool with hammer. Fit one snap post into the anvil, and this is the side with the raised center. The snap post stem is facing up. Place one ultra-firm stabilizer square over top of the snap post. We will now punch out the snap placement markings in the slip pocket D piece. Working from the wrong side of the fabric, insert the snap post stem through one hole in the slip pocket D. The snap post stem is now visible on the right side of the slip pocket, poking through the hole. Place one stud on top of the snap post. Fit the metal tool into the stud. Hammer the metal tool firmly several times until the stud and snap post are securely connected. Repeat to install the remaining heavy-duty stud and snap post into the slip pocket. The heavy-duty snaps are now installed in the slip pocket, and we are ready to move on to step 27. If you are using magnetic snaps, follow along at step 26 to install the female snap halves into the slip pocket D. Locate the female magnetic snap halves and remaining ultra-firm stabilizer squares. Place slip pocket D right side up. Just as you did for the flap, center one magnetic snap washer over each insertion point. Use your fabric pen to trace the left and right prong placement lines of both insertion point markings. Cut through the prong placement lines with your seam ripper and use some Dritz Fray Check again or other liquid fabric sealant to prevent the incisions from unraveling. And from the right side of the fabric, I'm going to push the prongs of one female magnet, put a piece of ultra-firm stabilizer over top of the prongs on the wrong side of the fabric, and then insert the prongs through the holes of a washer. Push the prongs outward to secure, and then repeat to install the remaining female magnetic snap half. Once both magnetic snap halves are installed in the slip pocket, then you are ready to move on to step 27. The snaps are now installed in the slip pocket, and we are continuing on to page 7, step 27. Locate the fabric 2 slip pocket D piece. Place the slip pocket D pieces right sides together. Pin or clip along the top straight edge. Sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Turn right side out and press. Top stitch 1/8 inch from the top edge. Be sure to keep the side with the snaps facing up for the next step. Locate your prepared panel front exterior card slot flap unit, and this is what we completed in step 20. Place it right side up. With the snaps facing up, layer the slip pocket where marked 1.5 inches below the top straight edge of panel front exterior top B1. Pin or clip together. Use a 1/4 inch seam allowance to sew along the sides and bottom edges of the slip pocket. Connect the flap and slip pocket snaps. We will keep the flap snapped shut for the remainder of our project. The wallet is really starting to take shape at this point. You can set this aside for now. So our card slots and slip pocket are finished. We will just squeeze in one final step in this video, and that is for panel back exterior A. Fold it in half, matching short sides. Mark the right side top center with a fabric pen where creased. Can set it aside, and that's it for this video. Join me in the next video for the zipper and wallet assembly. Thanks for watching. Happy sewing.